All right, welcome to Jack Dotson's Racing Insider News this week. We got a full house in here.
We got the better half of the whole group.
Definitely
right
got her
here
looking,
now.
that's for sure.
Yeah. Let me tell you. And so we'll just, we won't say anything else about that because Rod and them are here. But
I know I hate
if they won't hear, we can talk
I
about
hate
it.
to be eating the competitors' food, but it's pretty good.
You shouldn't be eating my way on show either.
Got to thank our marketing partners. Let's see, Virginia 811, GAC Experience Enterprise, yeah. Black Acid Apparel. If you need some shirts, hats. One day we'll get some nice drink from Jack. We quit hoarding it all.
I got it right down in the car.
Bonder Brothers Distillery.
He says that every race, not every show. Got in the car.
Factory Canopies. Gotta think these nice chairs we got now. These are comfortable, ain't they?
They are comfortable.
We don't let Jack sit on. The nice
three, so I'm nice enough to let the guests have it. And then,
you're nice to me. MPM Marketing. So if you need some help with your social media stuff.
And happy birthday to Tanya. Today's her birthday.
Yeah, 29.
All right. Good. I'm not going to get into an age thing.
NC 811. Safety Clean, Performance Plus Motor Oil, and last but not least, Langley Speedway for letting us do the show here. And got to give a shout out to Langley Speedway, man. I think the stuff that Vaughn's been doing with the videos and the headshots, I think those are all pretty cool. They're funny kind of seeing all those little videos that people have been posting.
Yeah. It's really good, really cool. Hey, Doug Sample. Doug Sample's looking on right now.
What's up, Doug?
All right, let's go over some news.
I don't know where did the Sample gang? I know they won the Grand Stock race. Where did they end up in the modified? I didn't get that. I didn't catch the end of it.
Yeah, it was like top 5.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Robert.
Where did the Pro 6 guy finish? In front of you?
Huh?
Machard, he finished in front of you?
No.
Mm-hmm. 95th.
I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Down at Martinsville Speedway this past weekend, Martin Truex Jr. got the Cup win. And the surprise of the weekend, well, maybe not a surprise because he runs good at Martinsville every time he's there. Josh Berry gets the Xfinity win. And for all those people who were arguing back and forth about Josh Berry and driver of the week and everything, he is a driver.
I would say he's a driver. I would say, because I don't really have a dog in the fight, but I think he's certainly eligible in my mind.
I would think so with everything he's gone
because he is not a professional driver. He is not going off, and he doesn't have a full-time Xfinity ride. He doesn't have a full-time Cup ride. He's got an opportunity.
Yeah, he may have one now, so we don't know yet. All right, here at Langley Speedway this past weekend in the modifieds, Chris Johnson got the win. The Grand Stocks, Nick Sample got the win. In the Pro 6, Travis Wall got the win, and car number 29 finished 4th, so he keeps his streak of top 5s alive. Well, no, he doesn't, because at the end of the year last year, you blew that streak, so I'm sorry. You did not keep it alive.
So we started a new
one. Okay. In the Super Trucks, Ryan Huff got the win, and Paige finished 5th, right?
That's right.
In the U-Cars, I think after today, Robert DeZero is now the winner of the race. I don't know the whole story there. And in the Champ Carts, Jacob Harberts got the win. And he was out front the whole time. Danny Millard just couldn't get to him.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he just couldn't get to him. I mean, when you're a champion like that.
I had to give Danny a hard time. I went down there because I said, "Damn, Dave qualified like 6 or 7 before you qualified." He's like, "Man, I'm in the back." I said, "I know," because I had to keep scrolling to get down to your name.
All right, up at Dominion Speedway, they had 2 late model races. Doug Barnes Jr. got the first win, and Davey Callahan got the second race win. And that was a pretty big win. I mean, I saw everybody was pretty excited about seeing him win a race up there. In the Dominion Stocks, Dan Rogers got the win. In the Bandos, Trey Williams got the win, and Riley Music finished 3rd. So Understand that Riley is complaining his car is dragging a little bit, and the only thing we can find is he's got a courthouse import sticker on the back of it. That's the only thing we can find. In the Legends, Chris Hammett got the win. At Motor Mile Speedway, before the rains hit, Mike Looney got the win in the first late model race. Our buddy Crest Van Dyke finished third. Coastal Plains Speedway, Brad McCaskill got 2 wins. At Franklin County, Tony Houseman got the late model win. Greenville Pickens, they had the Super Late Model Cars Tour there. Stephen Nossi got the win. Shenandoah, Brian Purdom got the late model win at Shenandoah. Billy Hubbard got the Wing Sprint Car win. And Bill Mullis got by the way I see it, 6th place finish because he had a DNF, but it was a 6 foot, it was 5, 6 cars there. So I gave it. I said 6.
I mean, where was Jackson at when he said a bolt?
That was in practice Friday before.
At Wake County?
No, up there. Up there. At Thompson in the Icebreaker in the modifieds, Keith Rocco got the win. At Irwindale, they had the Spears Southwest Tour. First night winner was Derek Thorne. The second night was Jeremy Doss. And the only HRKC thing I got, and Robert Pellick was supposed to, let me know how things went out there that night, and then evidently he forgot about it. So I'm not going to, he works with Scott Allen, so.
He's already handicapped.
Yeah, he's way handicapped. He's working with you. Anyway, the 375 clones, Aaron Leach won, and Robbie Pellick finished third. That's second in your teammate. So your teammates are pretty much carrying you.
Well, they tried to say that about Caitlin, but they said statistically I beat her, so then I'm good.
Also want to pass on our condolences to Calvin Brooks. He's a late model driver from Franklin County who got killed, died Saturday during the race.
What?
And he was driving a late model and had a heart attack and died.
Man, I ain't seen nothing about that. That's crazy.
So anyway, we want to send on our condolences for that. And, I really love the fact that our driver of the week gets such attention from everywhere. I mean, there's, people want to argue and everything. The only thing we know for a fact is you can't win it. So
I'm the only one that's not eligible.
Anyway, driver of the week this week, Josh Berry. He came and got that win at Martinsville in the Xfinity car, but it was very close. Davey Callahan and Chris Johnson were close behind.
And both of those were deserving also.
I agree. Davey Callahan.
I mean, Chris pulled out a pretty good move there at the end on a green-white checkered or with a few to go, and pretty much stole the win away from.
So anyway, that's the news for today, and we're gonna, before we get our first call in, we're gonna sit and talk with Paige Cain, the 5th place finish this weekend. That's a pretty big deal for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Now I understand you got a problem with the car.
Yes.
Or the truck. Now, who works on your truck?
My dad.
Your dad?
And Kate Nichols.
Oh, so he don't work on it. This dude over here don't work on it.
No.
Rightfully so.
I wouldn't want him to either because you finished 5th. I don't know what he's going to finish in his first race. But anyway, so how's your season going? I mean, how's everything going starting up the season for you?
Could be better. If we could get the whole oil thing fixed, it would be better.
So what all you got planned? You going to run the whole season? Are you going to be missing some races or anything like that?
I plan on running the whole season.
Now, who's your spotter?
Aaron Leach.
Jesus. You ain't even part of the team, are you?
He is my spotter too. Yeah, I ain't no more. He's Spanky spotter.
That's right.
He can't spot for Spanky and you.
That's right.
Might be kind of hard.
Scott.
Did you see Scott race? I mean, did you see what happened to him the other night down here?
Hey, you can't wait. Man don't know you're there. You got to put it in there. He'll find out when he turns. I think he got stuck in the ditch.
Oh, I'm saying when they pulled him out, he's tired of pop. Or like right before you, because they.
I mean, I had a big gash. I'm surprised my right front lasted.
It looked like he just
Yeah, I don't think he didn't have a spotter or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, well.
But you didn't have that problem, did you?
Yeah, I didn't have that problem.
So the truck division looked like they had some pretty strong trucks out there this year. So what's your feelings on that? Are you gonna pull your first win out this year? Or?
Maybe. Hopefully. We did lose quite a few top guys too. Or about to lose them as well. So.
Yeah, in Palston, they're going to be going on deployment soon, right? So they won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
How about Louis? Is he going?
Louis supposedly already on deployment. He just drove up from Florida.
Yeah.
For just that race.
For tonight, or the weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll be out of the truck. I don't know if somebody else is going to get in it or not.
I don't think they know yet.
Yeah. That'll be up to Gene.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool. I mean, you get rid of Rick Powell's whole big motor in his truck.
Sorry, you said something.
Maybe we're gonna say that.
So you got a chance to win now. You won't have to, you won't have a guy like Rick out there with something he ain't supposed to have.
Right.
Even though he says it wasn't. So who all you got sponsoring you this year?
Big Belly's Barbecue, A Hampton Roads Plumbing, Carolina Custom Carriers, and Gene Nichols.
And you couldn't get Rodney Davis to put any money in it?
He doesn't put money in it, but he's there to help on race day.
You got a lot of sweat equity in there.
That's right.
Yeah, all day Saturday. All day. From the time we got out of the truck till the time we put it back in the trailer. I worked on that truck.
Well, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. I get barbecue sandwiches, redneck fries,
Chicken tenders.
chicken tenders, cheeseburgers.
That's usually my go-to, either the chicken fingers, or
The chicken
You
fingers.
you need to go
It said
talk.
chicken
You need to go
fingers.
talk to them people and see if they'd come on sponsor shows that we could eat up here. And we had food brought to us tonight too. I'm not going to say it's a blackmail thing or anything like that, but we had food brought to us. And,
blackmail. What do you mean blackmail?
I mean, he paying to get on the show. And,
Hey, you get on the show.
that's the benefits
That's the benefit.
of having a good food. And what is it called?
Bubba's Shrimp Shack.
Bubba's Shrimp Shack. I guess it's pretty good. I ate all the shrimp.
The sponsors Austin and Randy Akers.
any tour place.
No.
So you don't go there to eat, do you?
I do.
But that's not open all the time,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
He's only open on Saturdays.
Well, okay. All right, I see we got Thomas Marks sitting there. Looks like he's ready to talk to somebody. Let's get him on here real quick, then we'll come back to Paige.
What's up, Thomas? How you doing, man?
Hey, good. How's it going?
Good, man.
Hey, man, congratulations. You had a great run the other day. Just didn't quite finish it up, but you had a good run.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the hard ones to swallow there, knowing you had the best car right there at the end of the race. And I made a mistake and just bad place to catch a lap car at that point in time.
Now, I just wanted to say I got something for you when I see you next time because you were the driver of the week last week. So you were the NC 811 GAC Jack Dodson's Races with Scott Allen driver of the week. So we got something for you when we see you.
All right. I appreciate that.
So now tell me what all you got planned for this year. Are you going to just run here or are you going to do some other stuff too?
Just running Langley for right now. We're still trying to secure some more sponsorship and everything if we're going to go run some different places. Really, we didn't even have a motor for the first race. Mark Wirtz and Bubba Johnson stepped up and helped us out tremendously with that. They had a motor that only had a few laps on it that he had practiced with, and they let us borrow it. And that was really the only way we were going to make it to the first race. I ran the old body from last year and everything. I got my new body in, and they were just a tremendous help.
Now, who all helped you with your car as far as don't you keep your car over there with Danny and them?
No, sir. No.
Oh, you know? Well, I thought you were like a part of that team somehow or other. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm the redheaded stepchild of that team.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, sort of, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, no.
I hang out with them because I heard I heard about y'all Saturday night.
Yeah, that was a good day. But yeah, no, Danny and Greg, they helped me out tremendously. They're great friends, and anytime I got a question, I can call them and ask them. It's hard to have 3 late models in one shop, and 2, they have some other cars and some stuff in there at their shop. So it's pretty tight in there with everything they have going on. But no, I don't keep my car there. I've been trying to talk them into it for the last couple of years, but I think they might put a white curtain up.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Do they give you all their secrets or part of them, or they just say, work in this area?
I think they give me the honest answer that anybody else, being a friend that they are, would give me. If I'm doing something that they know is not correct, and I try to explain my side of it, most of the time they'll let me kind of go down that road and figure it out for myself. And I think that's the best way to learn. A lot of people need to do that, not show up with a rental ride, that's, completely set up and they haven't had any time looking at it, working on it, trying to figure out some of the mistakes you make. That makes a big difference. So what worked and what didn't work, week to week. I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Now, who all's been helping you with the car this year?
My crew chief is Thomas Wood. He's my stepdad. And then I have Steve and little Stephen Powell, father-son duo, Dean Ballou, Chris Hayes, which also runs Legends out there. Brandon's Wood, he's helped me out a ton. He's my cousin. We have a good weekly crew. All the wives and everything else are all into it also, and they help out with logistics and getting everything there and making sure we have everything we need.
Now, how long have you been racing? I mean, when did you start racing?
I started driving in 2013, and that was in U-Cars. I ran that 1 year. Then I ran Grand Stocks 2014, 2015. 2016 is when I got the late model from Greg and James. We purchased that from them. And then we ran East Carolina, 4 or 5 races, ran some South Boston. And then 2017 is when obviously we came back home to Langley when they reopened.
Well, that's pretty cool. So who all do you have sponsoring your car this year?
I have Colonial Electrical Services, Glenn Oswalt, Richie Kincaid with RK Enterprises, Hampton Roads and Southside Harley Davidson, Charlie's Auto Repair, which is me and Thomas Wood, Keel Painting, the Stokes team, Mark's Graphics, Danny's Glass.
Wow,
yeah.
You got a pretty good list of sponsors there.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back to last week when you were. How did it feel to? I don't know how many times you've actually run up front like that, but how did it feel to be up front? Because you were pretty much setting the pace there for a while.
Especially when you got your old body and you got a barred motor in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, we've ran up front before, obviously. We finished top 5 in points the last 2 years. So, but yeah, it was good. The first half of the race, I knew it was a 100-lap race. I knew we were going to have a caution at some point in time. I settled in there in 8th. My car wasn't very good the first 10 laps. I started the air pressures too low. It was bottoming out on the right-hand side. And I just said, well, at this point in time, everybody kind of took off and we were, 10, 15 car lengths behind, 7th in the group. And I said, well, if I can just ride here in 8th, Rick Gadivic was behind me and he was pressuring pretty hard, but I was able, I was talking with my spotter, which is also Thomas Wood. And I was able to I said, let me know the gap. If he gets within a car length, I'll try to pull away a little bit, but I wanted to ride, I wanted to save tires. That's the biggest thing, at Langley now is the track is abrasive. So you got to save tires. I figured we would have some kind of late race caution. I didn't think it was going to be a wreck, but mechanical failure, something like that being the first race of the year, usually after lap 60, we have a caution. So that's what I was pretty much banking on. My plan worked out great. It didn't come to fruition there at the end.
Well, Thomas, it's got to be fun to do that and get up front and win. And I appreciate you being our first driver of the week this week. So we want to congratulate you on that too.
I appreciate that very much.
All right, man. Well, we're going to get back with you soon. So we'll talk to you later and we'll let you get back to whatever you was doing and have a good night.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right,
Thanks, man.
All right. Yeah.
It's good to see him win the driver of the week. I mean, he has done a good job. He's been here for a good while.
He was setting the pace there for a little while. And that we want to get Paige a driver of the week, get her a win.
Sounds good to me.
The crew would step up a little bit.
That's right.
We do all we can do. She's the one in control of that steering wheel. Just like you, Scott.
All All right, enough about the crew.
Top 5 is great, and drive the truck back on in the trailer.
That's a good night.
That's good.
But we drive the truck on the trailer, but we couldn't get the trailer stuff home. There wasn't no.
What got you involved in racing? I mean, I know your dad's been here a long time, just being here on Saturdays, and you decided you wanted to drive?
That and Alicia Potter, my cousin, she was also racing trucks, and she was like, I want to race with you. You should get a truck. So it all kind of just fell into place, and now I'm in trucks.
Well, that's an interesting name I hadn't heard in a while. Where is she gone to?
She's at home.
Yeah. I don't think she's into the racing too much anymore. Kind of
Well,
fell off a little.
well, that's some people. They lose their will to do that.
Yeah.
It happens.
Start young and grow up.
So, are you looking to down the road somewhere go to a car or something like that? Or are you just happy where you are?
Sure, I'll move to something different eventually, but
Now, would you go to let's say
Super Street?
I don't know, because I don't really want to race against Austin right now.
I was gonna say, would you turn him?
Probably not.
No.
I'll be willing to put money on the fact that he would turn you.
Probably.
I'd be willing to put money on that fact. So, I mean, do you learn anything from him? I mean, can you learn anything from him?
Not really.
Wow. That was a good shot there.
You know how to work on the truck every week.
Now, can you change oil and stuff like that? You can't change oil?
I mean, you could probably tell me how to do it, and then.
So if you take the oil out, you know how to put it back and everything, right? You would learn how to figure all that out.
Right.
So, some people have a hard time with oil plugs and stuff,
Right.
I'm not calling any names or anything like that. So, that's how it is. All right.
Randy Eager said she won't turn Austin, but he will.
I believe that. Yeah, for sure.
So,
I thought you were.
I thought you fell out.
No.
You can't get up after eating all that food.
I don't know, right?
Well, at least you kept it there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, got anything you'd like to tell us? Any secrets? Anything you want to tell us?
I don't think so. I can't think of anything.
You get a chance, you're going to turn Rick House this week, or
No.
She don't drive like that.
Oh man,
Can't get nothing stirred up.
I know. I'm trying hard here, and it's not working. I bet if I get Austin up here, I can stir something up.
Really.
But anyway, well, appreciate you coming out and being here, and we're gonna talk to Austin now. Let's see what he's got going on.
Okay.
You should have put your hand right down in that food.
We wouldn't have laughed. Get some elevator music.
And here now we have Austin Davis.
Do we even need to?
He is
announce who he is?
He is a super street driver.
No,
Robert
not.
Hibby. He is a super street driver, even though he hasn't been in a race yet. Are you gonna make the next one?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
When's the next one?
3 weeks, 24th.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
2 weeks.
Yeah. We should be there. Most likely we'll be there.
Maybe you're gonna try to come do some testing before you.
Yeah, that's the plan. Probably like Wednesday or Thursday next week. After work.
Yeah, see me, I just show up and we'll just wing it and we'll figure it out.
That's why you haven't won a race yet.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but being over there and signing autographs and stuff like that was more important than practice.
Yeah.
And you know how that works.
Well, when Aaron Leach asked you to come over there, he said, okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, he ain't your spotter no more, so maybe not.
As of right now, I guess not.
That's pretty wild. You come on the show and I found out he's not gonna be your spotter.
I guess not. Spanky's more important.
Man, that's pretty.
No, what's he like as a spotter?
Typical Aaron Leach.
Do what?
The typical Aaron Leach. He's funny. He says some very inappropriate stuff on the radio sometimes.
Oh, that's gotta be fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't do that for me.
Yeah, it's different for you.
Well, you're probably in a little different class. You gotta be nice.
He's a good spotter. Lets me know when the cars are looking and stuff like that. Tells me if I mess up and kind of
Just
corrects
clear a
me.
little bit too late.
Do what?
Yeah. He's a good spotter. I like him.
Does he tell you to like you're giving somebody too much room and squeeze down on them a little bit more, or
No, not really. I mean,
I guess he doesn't need to?
no, not really. I mean, in the U cars, if I stayed in one spot, that's all I really went. So I really didn't pass nobody, really. So it was really just quiet most of the race. Last year it was.
So are you excited about going to the super streets now? I mean, it's a bigger car.
Yeah. It'll be a whole different ball game now since it's rear wheel drive, and since I'm racing, it's all been front wheel drive. So it's gonna be fun.
So you've never been in anything rear wheel drive?
I mean, I've drove her truck around and Ryan Huff's truck around. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be completely different than
Yeah.
what you're used to.
Yeah.
You could sail it off in there as deep as you want to.
Hold the gas and turn left. And
Yeah.
she'll
Well, I
stay.
mean that's what Randy Akers did, right?
Oh yeah.
Don't lift.
Yeah, he didn't lift. He didn't lift.
So now, does your dad do anything with your car? Except flip the billboard. I mean, does he get out there and work on it?
When he wants to. When he wants to.
Well, I've always heard him say that he's always working on your cars and stuff. And now you're saying he don't do that.
When he's in the mood for racing, he'll go out there and do it. But
Now I put a picture on Facebook this week. I don't think he was in the mood for racing.
That was last year when I was at Randy's race. I was yawning.
I didn't see it.
Sarah Langley, she got that picture of me yawning. That thing went all over Facebook. It was a grand stock race one night, and I was bored out of my mind.
Mhm, that's funny.
So I got a hold of it. Now you
He posted it to bring it back from last year.
So now tell us, are we going to be running all the whole year, or are you going to just race here? Are you going to do anything different, or what are your plans? What are your plans down the road?
Don't ask him what his aspirations are. Remember, you don't know what that means.
that hurt.
We'll be looking up on Google.
Just ask Siri.
As of right now, we're running the rest of the season, and then later on, I don't know, probably experience some, like, go other places, maybe, probably not. But I like to go other places, but I just haven't really done that yet.
So what's your goals for this year? Because this is a tough class. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Super Streets are a tough class.
learn how to at
You
least
got
have
plenty of quarter panels?
No. I had to order some, trust me. Well, at least learn how to drive the car, and at least keep up and try my best. And then my number one goal was to beat Tommy. That's the only one goal I got this year.
Well, you gotta. That'd be a tough one, but I mean,
One
hey,
time, that's all that matters.
Do you go out there and work on the car a lot? Oh Lord!
See when
That opened that door. Just didn't even.
I just hand something. Here you go. Take it.
So who works on the car?
Him most of the time. It's him. It's all the time.
So unless he just didn't feel like messing with it.
Yeah, he gets in those moods.
Now I understand Randy Akers. He's helped work on the car too. That.
Yeah, he's my crew chief this year. So that's gonna be fun.
Wow. Randy Akers as a crew chief. That would be cool. That would be kind of cool.
well, I mean, Randy's got a lot of experience.
Mhm.
He's been around a long time. He can certainly tell you what you're not doing right.
Oh yeah.
Or probably will.
Mhm.
And he's ran in that class, and he's very familiar with that class too. So I mean, that's a good person to have. Even is he going to, I guess maybe he can spot for you.
He spots for Tommy.
He's spots for Tommy.
Oh, damn, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Austin told him the other day to get 2 radios and just switch back and forth.
Have 2 buttons, this radio, that radio.
So that should be fun with him being the crew chief. So hopefully he can teach me some things.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll be a conflict when they spot for Tommy and then you two guys are racing each other.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Well, him and Randy made a deal that Randy's going to set his car up and teach him how to drive it. Randy's listening too. So
Now, is Randy going to help you learn how to change oil and all that stuff too?
Oh, I mean, I can change oil now, okay? That, like I said earlier, that was not my fault. That man over there.
It was the teacher's fault.
Yeah. It was the guy over there.
You know, you don't blame the people that flip the bills for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was doing it before, remember?
Yeah, but at the time, this was not my fault. It was him. For some reason, I couldn't get it off. This is what I was like, 16? Yeah. I couldn't get the bolt off, so I let him do it. So he was the last person underneath that car that was changing the oil and never put it back in. But to this day, it's my fault.
they're the ones that's ragging on you. It's been 3-4
I
years
know.
now, and they're still ragging you
I know.
about it. I'm not ragging you about it. You can't change oil.
Well, I mean, you know, once we find something, we're not going to let it
Oh,
die.
yeah.
Until you screw up again.
Yeah.
You find something else to
I mean,
screw
if you screw up bad enough in the super street, then we'll forget about the oil
Oh,
drain
yeah.
plug.
It's probably going to happen, too. It's going to at least happen once.
So we'll be watching, and if you mess up something, we can just sit here and laugh at you.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably laugh at myself, too.
No, Randy said, what's going to happen when he decides to run? His wife told him over the weekend that he couldn't retire.
Yeah.
Well, Randy's got a little bit of a problem here. He's spotting for somebody else, setting up this car. Now he wants to race too.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to happen. He spots for Tommy, helping Austin and Tommy, and he's going to race once in a while also. So I don't know how in the world.
Well, who
He's gonna
spots
do
for
all
Tommy
that.
when he's running?
Tommy's going to figure that out also.
Ricky usually does sometimes.
Oh,
Ricky
Derek.
Derek,
Yeah.
maybe.
But Ricky's going to be spotting for Randy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was trying to say, yeah.
they're going to have to find all new spotters if Randy races.
I told him we just all get ones that we can all talk to each other while we're driving.
Yeah, they can just talk to each other.
I'm inside.
Watch out.
That's me coming
Here comes
through.
Randy.
You know, Paige said she wouldn't turn you.
Mhm.
You said you would turn Paige. Now, that doesn't make for a good, happy situation there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and no. But we went go-kart racing on her birthday. And my neck still kind of hurts to this day. She went in one corner and didn't lift. She nailed me.
Different.
My neck still kind of hurts.
Oh,
Who, between you and your dad, who's the better race car driver?
To him, it's him. To me, it's me.
he's going to admit it, huh?
Yeah, to him, it's him, but me, it's me.
It's because he's won 2 races and I have never won a race.
I mean, he taught me how to drive, but I slowly got better and better. And see, when we raced against each other, he always gave me the slower car so he could feel good about himself.
Well, he was paying
You
the
just
bill.
couldn't drive. Couldn't drive better. Randy said he's going to spot from the car.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm coming, Austin. Leave the bottom open.
I think he might move you out of the way.
Oh, yeah. He's already said he's going to do.
This is how this feels.
Well, I don't think Randy wrecked him too much because Randy had to help fix the car.
Right. That's true. That's true.
So you said you're going to practice some next week and get used to this car. So you haven't turned any laps in this particular car yet.
No, I have not.
You know, you can't be a Scott Allen. And
True.
just go out there and drive and not have no practice.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened to Scott the other night?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I mean, he did decent. I'm not trying to knock what he did. He did decent, but you know, he did hit a car and he hit the wall. Car was bouncing.
That car did look like Travis Wall's car. So he might got a little excited. I thought he was about to take the lead. That one Travis Wall, he's a
If I can get close to Travis, that'll be an accomplishment. Travis is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So who's all sponsoring your car this
Yeah,
year?
go ahead and break your phone out.
Yeah, you got to get the phone.
It's dead. But I
His
got it.
phone's dead. Hold on.
I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it.
Let's just test. Let's see if he
I got
remembers it all.
All right,
All
so
right, I got you.
it's Bubba Shrimp Shack,
Good food.
Taylor's Iowa Salvage, Dixie Fabrications, a Pro Vinyl, Mike
Farley.
Farley Financial.
Mhm.
She's Crafty Graphics. RPM Racing Engines.
RPM Racing Engine.
Gene Nichols, and Randy Akers, and
DNS Roof.
DNS Roofing, and she's Crafty Graphics.
Well, you missed one.
Listen,
You missed
It's a competitor.
Uh-oh.
Future father-in-law, maybe?
oh yeah, Big Billy's Barbecue.
I was sitting
Skip
here.
Cain.
I was sitting here thinking that the whole time,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking,
Like it's on the list here.
Yeah, he got them all.
I'm sitting here thinking, well, there goes your barbecue this week. Or next week.
Like you want to drive up the street and get you something to eat.
Yeah,
Is there any weekend that y'all are not at the racetrack? I mean, running the trucks and the super street?
we're here every
Well,
weekend.
last year we were here every weekend. Every weekend. This year we didn't come to the first race.
Okay.
We didn't show up here at all. So we had that that shit that's going around. Not by choice.
Yeah.
We wanted to be here, but we just decided to stay home.
So what do you do when he's racing and you're not racing? I mean, what do you do?
She's a good girlfriend and supports her, right?
She just sits
Sit in the
around,
trailer.
go gets food and stuff like that.
Well, I'm up here a lot. You need to come by and check on me while you.
Somebody could come up here and check on you.
No, ain't nobody been up here the last 2 weeks. Ain't nobody been up
You
here.
don't come by and ask if you need food or anything?
I'll talk to somebody for you.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna complain.
Skip watching.
They skip watching.
Oh,
Not
no,
checking
not.
the boots like they're supposed to.
Oh, Trish and Shane, Austin.
Trish Cain?
Mm-hmm.
That's
How
my
many Trishes do you know?
Not that many. I'm just making sure it's the right person.
Okay. I was
What'd I do? What'd I do?
You
I
didn't.
think you couldn't remember this. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Big Billy's Barbecue.
Heck, that was just 5 minutes ago. You couldn't remember it. You're pitiful, man.
Yeah, I know.
You're
It's
just,
sad.
you're just like your dad.
So you're super excited about the Super Street?
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's a big change.
yeah. That's gonna be. I like the more cars too, and then just something different too.
So what they have 18 in the first race?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Had a lot.
I think 2 of them got messed up in practice or something. They didn't run. They didn't finish. I think is what Nate had said or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah, something like that.
I think 11 messed up in practice, but they came out and made a few laps.
Something like that.
Who else?
Yeah,
We
something.
wasn't here, so we only watched it on
Yeah.
that track pad stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm excited. See what I can do with it at least.
I mean, it'd be exciting. It's fun to see.
There's gonna be some big competition out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's gonna get used to this. Stop finishing the top 5. He's gonna have to. If you come in 10th and the car's in one piece, you better be happy with it.
For sure. Yeah. It might take a few races, but
Yeah,
as
it's going to.
once being tore up and finishing last, you're like, yeah, 10th place ain't that bad.
Yeah.
But you're right. Finishing 10th with a good, clean car is an accomplishment in that class.
You know, Scott and Caitlin Joyner have this thing about who finishes better in the races and everything. I think we're gonna start that between you and Paige.
Yeah.
In your races and the races.
You didn't sound really excited about
You
that.
sound excited about that.
Well, let's do that next year when I got more experience.
Oh, no. Everybody's got to start somewhere.
You got experience. You've been racing for a while.
Yeah, but front wheel drive, you just turn left and hold it. It she'll stick.
I only
No,
have
the
like
other one won't
season
stick.
under my belt.
That's
A
right.
few races.
Still got more experience than me.
Yeah, she can drive a real drive car. You can't.
Not yet.
So I guess when you come out here and test, if you need to know what the car feels like, you could ask her to get in.
I'm calling Randy instead.
Well, Randy probably fit the seat better.
Now, here's a very important question. This is one I'm being dead serious on. Okay, do you know what the pedals are in the car?
There's only 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Race
they're all-
3
Yeah.
confused him first a couple of years ago. There was
See?
3 pedals. Remember, he
See,
used,
I'm not
remember
the
he
only
used to miss gears like Mr. Shifter there
But I didn't screw up once this week.
this week.
Yeah.
So I said this week.
I was sitting up here. What you started third?
Mhm.
Started third, and I'm sitting up here. I forget who. Oh, Stephanie was sitting beside me. And I said, "Well, we'll see what happens here. If he hits the wrong pedal tonight, he's gonna have some problems." But anyway, I did find. We're going after we finish with Lawson. I got something phone pick with you that I found out about you this past weekend. I mean, it was
Bad, huh?
yeah, it was kind of funny. And I was thinking, he wants to talk trash to me. I got something now. So
I mean, I can't believe you ain't wearing your Scott Allen shirt. I mean,
I wore it
I
yesterday.
mean, people were. Jack is pouting. He ain't got no shirt.
I ain't
no
never
hat.
pouted a day. I ain't never pout about it. That ain't gonna. But I thought it was funny because everybody goes, "Where's your Scott Allen shirt?" I said, "He ain't giving me one."
That's messed up. Even I got one.
Well, I got one now.
Oh, okay.
I got one now. He brought it all the way from the pit, all the way up here to me.
Did you get a hat?
I got a hat too.
He's not wearing it. No.
Randy Akers said he's gonna put the beginners sit up in Austin's car.
Yeah, well, you gotta start out a little conservative.
You need to just, get some seat time in the car before you decide you want to race anybody.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you didn't go super trucks and race against Paige. I think that would have been fun.
I wasn't. I got told I'm not allowed to go by yeah.
The boss. Boss.
He wasn't allowed to buy a truck.
No.
You got two boss. That's two bosses. That's boss one,
Yeah,
boss
listen to
two,
me.
or boss one and boss two.
He
Yeah,
don't listen to me no
I
more.
wasn't allowed to go. So
He's 20 years old. He does what he wants to.
So you just got the one boss now.
yeah,
We just got transferred.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. Randy still got the training wheels on the car.
Might need it the first time you dive it off into the corner. I think it's
Maybe next Tommy.
You're not gonna get starstruck being out there in the super streets. And some of these guys have been racing in super streets for a while and everything. They come up and they're gonna hound you a little bit
Oh yeah,
to see what you're all about.
yeah. Brandon Wood tried that in the U-Car division, and I showed him what's up. So
I ain't going into that. I ain't going into that.
His
Yeah.
hero. is Randy Akers.
and I did Tommy too. That's why he left the class. Now I'm coming back to him. So next year he's gonna go to modified. So he's gonna leave again.
he can't take but 1 year. You is what you're saying.
Well, he only did when we raced U-Cars together. He ran 3 races. That was it. Scared him. Especially first race.
Crap.
You may have a whole lot to pay for when you get out there. If anybody sees all this, you might have something to pay for.
He's out of town. It's okay.
He might be watching. He's off.
What's up, Tommy?
I know. We'll see him run across the racetrack after you. Like he did.
Yeah. You see Austin dump Tommy in the wall, and you see Tommy running across the track trying to catch him.
Fall in the ditch.
They're not supposed to wreck each other. That's the deal. Stay away from each other.
Absolutely. So you
Yeah.
better be extra
We were
careful.
building 2 cars at once.
That's no fun when you got to fix 2 cars. 1 car is enough.
2 cars.
2.
Too much.
Randy's too old to fix 2 cars in a week.
Ooh, now we're gonna talk trash about Randy too.
Oh God.
Randy, you too old. All right, well, we appreciate you being over here tonight. I know you're super ecstatic to be here. I just see it wrote all over you. Well, I'm so excited I couldn't even had to hold you in the seat there because you.
Yeah. Glad to be here. Love the show.
Well, we look forward to seeing you run. It'll be exciting to see how it goes.
And now that you're a rookie in that division, you see we have a new award this year.
Oh,
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, no, well, you'll get a rookie of the year, but it's going to be rookie of the month.
Oh, so
Virginia 811 is sponsoring a rookie of the month. So, huh?
When did this
the
start?
new announcement.
Beginning of the year.
Oh, didn't I say every time we come on here, some new crap starts. Like this driver of the week crap started when we first came here. The great Danny Millard got the first one.
Well, now I'm gonna have to explain this. That really got blown out of proportion real fast. That wasn't really where we were headed without that to start with.
that was just a joke.
Yeah.
Really is what it started as.
And
But then it was like the next week, who's driver of the week?
then it just kept on going.
Yeah.
So now we got sponsors for it. So we have to
And
keep
Great
going.
Scott Allen, he won it twice.
2-time.
And was the 2019 Driver of the Year also
For where?
for Jack Dodson show.
No, he won't.
Hey, what?
No.
I mean, I seen some sticker somewhere. It was all over your
Well, it
Facebook
won't. No, it won't on my Facebook
page.
page.
Oh, it was on his car. It said 2019 Jack Dodson Driver of the Year.
Well, that was fake.
Oh.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news. He got that from seeing me in fake news. That didn't happen. That didn't even come close to happening.
Randy says senior citizen driver of the week.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if I can sell that to anybody.
I mean, who would be eligible?
Gary Osborne,
Well, yeah, I forgot about Gary. Was it Gary and Randy? I think.
Paul Lupno.
There's quite a few older guys driving still.
Yeah.
Still winning.
Yeah. I know with Paul. What? Paul didn't put a transmission in the car.
Yeah, they put a transmission in the car out there in the pits.
Yeah.
And then come back. And, did they win the race?
No,
Yeah,
Nick
second.
Sample did.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he ran second, third. I think.
Danny and David Millar will still be senior citizens. Worthy.
I can't say nothing about my father.
Technically, you could too.
What are you talking about? I'm under the 50 mark.
Not by much.
A few years.
Yeah, what he considers a few years. We don't know.
It's
what that-
48.
47.
See, 3 years.
3 years.
And probably including this year.
And
So it's actually 2.
Yeah, but it's amazing. It's amazing to me.
Huh? I didn't say nothing.
It's amazing to me. He even cut his own grass this week. That was
time.
amazing.
Yeah, time to cut his own grass.
Yeah.
He works
Well,
all the time.
I do that.
And
But I don't cut the grass right. That's why normally I'm not allowed to cut the grass.
Well, she sure let you cut it this week because she made sure she got pictures.
She did. Well,
He's making-
the lawnmower broke. I had
making
to fix it.
commercials and stuff and all kinds of stuff. You
Wow.
seen that he's an internet web star, superstar?
But you didn't see it the day of the practice. That's what he was doing. Was over there being a superstar.
No.
I'm walking down through the pit over here. Hadn't even seen him yet. I'm walking through the pit there. Where's Scott? Where's Scott gonna practice?
He don't need practice. He's that great.
Don't be jealous, Jack.
I mean, I got something to talk to you about in a minute.
It's that good, huh?
Yeah. I got this from first-hand knowledge.
That don't mean nothing.
Anyway. All right, Austin, we appreciate you coming by. We'll be pulling for you. Maybe you can get one of those rookie of the month, and we might have to wait a little while for driver of the week, but
Yeah, definitely. That'd be nice.
I don't understand how your dad can get the mafia behind you. He got him behind Scott.
He got driver of the week 1 year. Well, no, he didn't because him and Sammy Gator, remember they had like 500 votes or some stuff.
Yeah, I think Sammy ended up getting it.
Yeah, I think Sammy ended up getting it. He never got driver of the week, did he?
Nah, no.
No.
All right, let's get Dad over here and talk to him for a minute.
All right, everybody leaves. Not gonna get funny no more.
This is Huckleberry. He's got all the good jokes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's gonna talk about you.
most likely. Probably so.
All right, we got the hero of the bunch.
Hero. I don't know about hero. Maybe a 0.
I think you have to put up with a lot, don't you?
Yeah, them two all the time, and Mr. Austin putting up with his crap at racetrack. It's a pain in the butt.
Do you ever get to the point sometimes you look at it and say, man, I don't need all this.
I've done it quite a few times. I'll slam the garage door. I don't need this shit. I'm done. You fix it yourself.
That's why my car's not done.
That's why his car's not done all winter long. We haven't. I'm not doing it. You gonna help me? No. Okay. I'm not doing it.
Then there you go.
Wait a minute. No, I'm going to ask the question. You mean tell me he's out there and got a race car and he says he ain't going to do it?
He did paint the inside of the car. He painted underneath the car. He sanded the car down. He did help me put the motor and transmission in a couple weeks ago while both of us were sick. And then the next day, both of us were so sick we couldn't do nothing. But, so the car's almost done except for a bunch of nickel and dime, like wiring harness and a couple pulleys and, stuff like that. But, the car's not going to get wrapped until after he goes in to see, make sure you don't put it in the wall. So we're just going to go with 14 different colors that it is right now until he learns how to drive it. I'm not going to go.
So in other words, we might not be painting it this year.
He said the other day, he's like, I'm not going to paint it. We'll just spray paint number 3 on the side of it.
There you go.
Until I wreck it. I'm like, well, don't think like that. But I mean,
But doesn't that make you upset when you hear him say it was until I wreck it?
well, you've seen the Super Streaks run, right?
Mm.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, somebody's getting tore. Look at Spangler. He had a brand new nice car, brand new nice paint job. That car is tore all to hell. Oh, just one night, gone.
Is that right?
It's gone. I mean,
Jamie Good the other night.
yeah, I mean, look at Jamie Good's car. I mean, shit happens, and especially with him being new to that car, he's got no idea how to drive a wheel drive car. He drove a super truck one time. He come out of 2 and hit it. The truck went sideways, and he came in the pits. I thought he was freaking be one of them.
You were done, huh?
Yeah,
done.
he was done. It
Uh,
wasn't his. It's Ryan Huff's. He's like, yeah, she lapped him in 2 laps.
You left that out of the storyline.
Oh, this
I got laughed in 2 laps, but it wasn't mine. Okay, I don't want to wreck someone else's truck.
I thought he was trying to beat your starting park record.
Well, now I understand. I understand now. This is what I heard the other day, and I heard it from a real reliable source that there was somebody in this room, and I ain't calling no names,
Right on you.
that up at the arena races,
Oh, that's
they didn't understand why he always starting park the B main or the A main.
Top dog.
Top dog. Okay, whatever. One of those races, he always starting park. Come to find out, he'd done that several times. So if he ever says anything about me again, and I did it one time,
why did you start parking top
Because the
dog?
top dog don't pay anything.
So you just didn't want to tear the car up.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
they
were
want you
always
to ask
wrecking
you to
your
push
shit.
out because they give you 1 point to push out just to be part of the show. Because they tore shit up.
They turn on their little lights and spotlights.
I know, I
and
was
play
there.
played some music. I think his was like Raining Men or something.
They did do that to me one time.
They play a bunch of songs, and I don't remember what Scott came out to. It was probably some 80s disco crap or something.
I heard it was a theme from Broke. What is it?
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain.
It might have been RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, but Scott's a great guy.
Well,
Look, he gave me a hat, got a shirt.
I want him too.
I know, but you ain't president of Scott's fan club.
Right.
No, that's true.
I mean, look, Scott's almost 50 years old, and he just now got out of a go-kart and became a real race car driver.
Like Dale Jarrett, a
I mean,
20-year
most-
overnight
Most
sensation.
of them do it when they're like 14 or 15 years old, but Scott, he had to be like 47 or 50,
Get out of a
50
go-kart,
to
yeah.
get out of a go-kart and become a rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah.
Scott, ask him when he drives.
Nothing. I don't drive nothing. I don't drive anymore.
How did you ever get started in racing?
I raced the Enduros back in like the 80s and 90s.
Oh, when it was the real
Yeah,
Enduros.
yeah, when it was like lined up,
128
120
cars.
Yeah, I did all that, and I got hurt back when before Austin was born. I think I got hurt. Brandon was born in '94, so I got hurt in '96. I got hit on the backstretch like 75 miles an hour. Just walked around for a month, but my neck just couldn't move it.
Is that right?
Yeah, his mama told me that I had to stop, so I did. And then me and his mama aren't together anymore.
You had to stop her.
And yeah, so in 2010, I went and bought another car and started racing again. And he was only like 9 years old, and he was out here all the time. And I started racing that, the Enduro class.
Mhm.
That's all I ever raced was the Enduro. Well, no, I raced U cars in 2012.
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year, and I wasn't having fun with that. That was just way too much money, and it was way too much talent. While I was trying to race against Sammy Gator, Landon Florian, Bill Aker, all of them guys, and hell, I was lucky to finish 15th. But You know, so he got to the age that he wanted to run, so we built him a car. And I mean, he's done good.
Now, is this more gratifying watching your son run than you doing it yourself?
Sometimes it is, but you know, he's like, I'm tired of hearing the crap that he's won races and I haven't. You know, so I get tired of hearing that shit once in a while. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, it was great when he won his first race.
But the thing about it is, he wouldn't have won that first race.
Yeah, he wouldn't have won that
if
first
you
race
hadn't
if it
been
wasn't for
involved
me.
in it.
Right. If it wasn't for me, he'd never learned how to
So
drive
technically,
a
you
car.
won too.
Well, I was happy enough, yeah, that he,
technically you won too.
yeah, he done it.
Some
he done
people
a
don't
good job.
understand that. They don't.
He don't understand that. He says, "Oh, I was driving. You had nothing to do with it. You didn't have shit to do with it." I'm like, "I didn't have nothing to do with
Did
it."
you put money in that car?
He was 14. Did he put any money in it?
I'm just asking. Did you put the money in it?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
$500 does not count, okay?
$500.
What
That
does it
new
mean it
car didn't
doesn't
cost no
count?
damn $500.
My first one did.
Oh, no,
First one did.
your first enduro car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your U car won't no $500.
Are you having second thoughts about your relationship with him after your
Hell, they've been together for 3 years now.
I know. I can't believe it's lasted that
I
long.
know, right?
Wow.
Remember he was on the show last time? He had somebody asking him about his girlfriend.
Oh,
It was her. She was a secret.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
She was. I thought that girl, the blonde girl, was his girlfriend then.
Who?
I thought.
I don't know. I don't think he had one. He won a race that weekend. The week before we came on the show, right?
Yeah.
He won a race and
Yeah.
they got together.
I can't remember when I blew my hand up.
You remember when he blew his hand
Oh
up?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then the following week I broke my arm.
Yeah, that same weekend you broke your arm.
Yeah.
How the hell did you break your
Tuesday we came to the show. He had a broke hand. I mean, a blew up hand. And then Saturday night I broke my arm. Hit the inside wall right there. Somebody, an enduro race. Somebody put me in the wall on the inside, hit me on the inside and turned me in the wall.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is. It's done and over with. You know, I was pissed off about it for a while, but I'm over it now. And
So, would you race again if they give an opportunity?
if somebody give me a car to drive, I will race. I don't have time to build a car. I'm too busy messing with his crap and everything else. If somebody wants to put me in a car, I'll drive it. But as far as me building something, I'm not messing with it. Not messing with it at all. It's too much. I mean, I won't run enduro class anymore. I'd run U cars or trucks or super street bike.
Enduros are getting a little dangerous. But there's some changes going to be coming to
Yeah,
this.
there's gonna be some changes coming soon.
Yeah, they said something about a cage next year. I mean, but
seat.
the first couple of years that I ran enduro, I mean, I did some sketchy stuff. I mean, I still had a regular seat in it and a regular
A lot of
seat
people
belt.
did.
Yeah, but as the faster we got, I put a cage in the car, I put a racing seat in the car, I put racing belts in the car, I bought a Hans device, I did all that stuff because we were going faster and we were doing U-car times, and then I didn't let him get in the car until he had a Hans, a full cage. When we built his enduro car, it had a full U-car cage in it, a racing seat. He had a Hans device. I wasn't going to let him get out there with that. And just like the Super Street, it's going to have to be right before he gets out there in it.
Yeah.
Because they go a lot faster, and he has a lot less experience in how to control that car.
Mm-hmm.
Randy's going to teach him how to drive, and hopefully he listens and learns. Because Randy's got a lot of experience in this car.
He does.
And
He does.
Randy can
And he can explain to you,
explain that. He can explain to him how to drive it. So
tell you what's happening, how do you do this or correct or
Yeah.
whatever those cases
when you
are.
let off, when you get into it, what you do to make the car do this and that, and he'll learn all that
Mhm.
from Randy, hopefully, unless he pisses Randy off. Him and Randy talk crap to each other every time they see each other. They can't stop. They're like two
Oh, is that
kids.
right?
They're like two little teenagers. They just
Oh, that's
constantly
funny.
picking at each other. But he's going to help him. So
But that makes it fun too, though.
yeah, it's great. I mean, we've helped Randy and Tommy for the past couple of years trying to learn. Because we bought the car a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So we tried to help them and tried to, learn stuff
as you go.
as we went while he was still running U cars. So, and I mean, he ran the U cars for 3 years. He got nothing else to prove in that class. So I mean,
who's got y'all's car?
but it's number 11 now, Brad Morningstar. They finished 6th in it the other night. Well, I don't know what they finished now. They went up. They finished 4th in it
No,
because they went up because of DQs. So it's black number 11.
Okay.
So yeah, they got it. So I mean, they did good. It ran good the other night. I mean, it finished. When did you finish last race? 4th, 3rd, or 4th?
Something like that.
3rd or 4th last year, and they put gas in it, changed oil, and put it back on the track. And it finished, it finished 6th, but after DQs, it finished 4th. So they did good.
Well, they got some new cars in the class.
Yeah, there's a lot of new cars in the class. And now, the Nissan, those Sentras that come from the dominating Enduros, they're 2 of them in there. Yeah, 2 of them in there.
Who was the guy that came in with a truck full of cars the other day?
That was Robbie Morris.
Yeah, I'm saying, I forgot, damn.
Yeah.
They had 3 on the one trailer and 1 in its enclosed trailer. So they got 4
Oh, really?
cars. Yeah, they got 4 cars. Right. I think it's Randy McMillan,
Aaron McMillan.
Aaron McMillan, Matthew McMillan, and Robbie Morris, and somebody else because there was 4 of them.
That's it.
I forgot.
What's his dad's name?
Randy.
Randy, Aaron, Matthew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, Aaron, Matthew, and Robbie.
Yeah, Bill Akers was parked next to us, and he come rolling by with them 3. I said, Bill, you need to step your game up, man.
He come rolling here with 3
3
car
deep.
trailers.
Yeah.
And then they had another one in an enclosed. I was like, wow, that's a lot of U cars.
Charlie Bryant said he will learn from the seat of his pants. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Cody can drive.
Cody's done a good job.
Cody can drive his little butt off. That boy got an enduro car, and I was like, wow, he can drive better than Austin.
He's a good kid, too.
He is a great kid.
And he knows how to change oil too, from what I understand.
I don't know if he knows. I don't know. You'd have to ask Charlie if he can change the oil or not.
I mean, he's like the most polite kid. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
he is very polite. Charlie raised that boy good.
Charlie said it wasn't him, it was his mama.
Mama must have beat his ass one too many times.
No, that's his mama. His mama did a good job raising him.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He changed last year. He changed from a little kid to a
young adult.
A young adult. He walked by me. I'm like, he's talking. I'm like, the hell was that? Austin's like, that was Cody. I'm like, shit. He grew like 2 foot.
Yeah.
Over the off season, he grew like 2 foot. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But I mean, I've seen a lot of kids grow up here.
Yeah.
I mean, we only been back messing around here like 12 years. I mean, look, when he came out here, he was only 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, everybody, all the guys in the enduro class and shit like that, they all know him, from being so small and being the pain in the ass.
the racetrack.
He grew up here. So instead of being on the streets and getting in trouble and everything else, I mean, there's a lot of kids that are his age, like Paige. I mean, Paige is a little bit older than he is. But there's a lot of kids his age that come to the track every Saturday night, and they're here instead of on the street or
for sure,
doing other crap, and it's better, better for them here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everybody gets in trouble, but
Right. It'd be a whole lot better having the kids here being a part of this than doing some of the things that's going on in the world now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I mean that's why when Robert first got his son into karting, I'm like, this sport is such a family-oriented sport. Yeah, we might get mad racing each other, but just like Thomas Marks, when he needed a motor, people volunteered to loan him a motor. You know, I mean, you don't get that in other sports.
No.
But hey, your pitcher's hurt here. Use my pitcher. They ain't going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here that that hate each other. They say they do, but I mean, if it come down to it, that they needed something, everybody's going to stand behind you.
Sure, absolutely.
Everybody's going to stand. I mean, there's people that hate me, and I really don't care. But I don't. If
nights I couldn't get no sleep, I was like that.
Yeah. But I if anybody asks me for anything, I help anybody. But
yeah, I mean, most 99%
of people here will help you if you need it.
Yes.
I mean, I see people wreck their cars in practice, and there'll be 15 or 20 people over there trying to fix the car.
Mm-hmm. Even the competitor.
Yeah, even their competitor. I mean, just like when Austin halfway blew the motor up that night in practice one afternoon. Chris Florian and Landon Florian went all the way to Norfolk and got a rock arm shaft for his car. And he won a race that night.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were competitors against each other.
Yeah.
You know, and he went all the way over there just to do that so Austin could race. And I mean, there's a lot of people here like that.
Yeah. And I don't know of any other sport that would do that.
No. Yeah. I mean, you try that crap with a basketball team or something like, oh, only 3 showed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We won. Have a nice
Right,
day.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And that's what I love about this sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's completely different than any other.
Yeah. And it's everybody around here, everybody that comes here is pretty much local. You know, I mean, you've got guys that live in Richmond and stuff like that. They come here and race,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly everybody lives right around here and everybody knows everybody. And I mean, yeah, like I said, they do get pissed off at each other once in a while,
That's going to happen.
but it goes away in a couple of weeks. I mean, we had people hating Austin's ass, first season he ran U cars, cheating ass and this, that, and other and blah, blah, blah. But, it just, I mean, I say the same thing about people. I mean, as soon as you start winning, you're cheating.
Right.
That's it.
I mean, that's just part
you're
of the
not
sport.
you're never going to know that, but, right?
That's right.
As soon as you start winning, you're cheating. But
Or if something comes up and you win because of the little thing that happened, come back and win the race, they really despise you at that point. They have a whole lot to say. Like like the first night of the late models out here.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, they didn't. Well, you cannot please everybody in this sport. There's always somebody. There's always somebody's gonna bitch about something.
Oh yeah.
Always.
I mean, that's why I feel for, the race director or Bill Mull, the whole racetrack. Because sometimes, like when these conflicts come up, there's really no right or wrong answer, and somebody's got to make the tough decision, and you're not going to make everybody happy.
Yeah, I mean the U-Car guys got DQ'd. Today's Tuesday. They raced Saturday. You want to DQ somebody? DQ them Saturday night. Why wait 3 days to DQ somebody over a camber rule? That doesn't make any sense to me. But Christian Keller won that race fair and square. That damn camera gauge they got in a tech shed is a piece of crap.
Don't sugarcoat anything. Just tell us how you feel.
I mean, me and Austin, we used to go out there and set ours at 3.5 on the pad out there. We'd set it at 3.5. Rolling in tech shed, it'd say 5. With their gauge. I mean, if your rim's bent, it's going to be off.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
They use the rim one.
they use the rim one, not the one that screws on to the axle nut on the front wheel. That's what they should use for the front wheel drive cars. I could see using the other one for late models and this, that, and other, but still, that thing looks like it came over on Mayflower.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
I guess,
I mean-
or at least put a rim on it or a tire and wheel.
Yeah, I mean, Mason Dunn said we all ought to give $1 and donation to buy them a new camera gauge because there's more than just the U-Car class that's bitching about it.
Mm.
There's a lot of people complaining about it. But I mean, Mason Dunn, he's a tire guru, so he should be the camera guy. So
They don't let him work on the car. They
don't let him work on the car at
See his
all.
license plate?
What does it say?
97 tire. Yeah.
but I don't know.
You know how it works. That's how it goes.
It's the way it goes. I mean,
Everybody just
and it's going to be that way till
we
we're long gone. We're long gone.
Because
It's
imagine
still going to be that way.
if they didn't DQ somebody, then it's
Yeah, if
then
yeah.
it's like, oh, they let him go.
Yeah, they let
He's
him go. He's favored,
Mhm.
or he puts too much money in the track. They're not going to do anything to him. Or
Yeah.
I mean, I've said that, and I'm going to tell you what, they DQ'd some big time guys last year and year before last.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, we're tired of this, and they DQ'd them. So, but I mean, hopefully Austin never gets DQ'd.
They wouldn't cheat.
No.
I've been DQ once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got
And
DQ'd
that man
once.
right there.
Oh,
My fault.
What'd
Put
you
the
do?
wrong size tire on the damn car. When we was running Enduros,
Oh,
you got to
had
run
the
all the same
size.
size tires. And I put a 185 60 14 on the car, and all the other tires were 195 60 14.
You put that.
And he
you put
finished
the
third.
85 on the
No,
left
it was,
front?
it was on the left rear.
Left
It
side.
didn't make doodly squat difference because it was on the left rear. A left rear car tire on a U car is just, in the air, just floating there. And
If you cheat, you get caught. You cheat.
hey, it was an honest mistake, and he finished third, and I finished fifth that night. And both of us got DQ.
What did you
I done the same thing.
It looked bad because it was the same as
I done the same. I got the tires mixed up. I put his tire on my car and my tire on his car,
It looked bad.
and it looked bad. I mean, that was the honest mistake. That we were over there in the dark, out there in the pits in the dark, and I switched tires. I mean, I took them off the back of the truck and put them on the car, but I put his on my car and mine on his car. And we finished third and fifth and got both of us got DQ.
Well, we're going to end the show with that because that does sound kind of funny to me.
Well,
sounds like something you actually pulled off there.
I didn't pull it off. I got caught. Didn't make a damn bit of difference though.
All right, well that's our show for tonight. We appreciate Austin and
thank Bubba Shrimp Shack. For
yeah,
food.
Bubba Shrimp Shack. Why are we thinking Bubba Shrimp Shack? I'm thinking Rodney. He brought it.
Well, Bubba Shrimp Shack made it.
Oh, okay.
They're a sponsor, so
They're Austin's sponsor.
And Randy Akers.
And Randy Akers.
Before we shove off here, how do you have two food establishments as a sponsor? That's
Why not? One has barbecue, one has shrimp.
A whole different ballgame.
Yeah. Anyway, if there's any other people out there that has Mexican or Chinese or anything like that,
hey,
I'll put their ass on the car too.
I like some good Mexican.
Yeah. Juan's, Plaza, places like that. I mean, I'm not
You're not
prejudiced
prejudiced
about food. It's all good. I mean, I'll put Gus's hot dog stand on there. I don't care. I mean, I can bring you some hot dogs next time.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Gus has got a sponsor.
He's gonna buy it out of
I don't even know if there's a Gus's hot dog around here. I'll go to Hot Dog King and get you a foot-long hot dog next time.
That's what he likes them long.
Yeah, he likes them long.
Eat it one whole bite.
You really want to keep this going?
Austin wants to go to Hot Dog King and try to win that eat 5 footlongs in like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
He down 2.5 in like a minute and a half one day.
And
I was like, dude.
Maybe when I was his age, I probably maybe I could. But.
All right, that's our show for tonight. Thanks everybody for watching. Please share and like our
5
show.
people.
Yeah.
I don't think we had more than that. Yeah, we'll talk about that after we finish this. And you're cheating. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that.
Anyway. All right, that's our show. Next week, Willie Mullins, Dinah Mullins, Doug Barnes, Davey Callahan, and Ryan Matthews are going to be with us next week. So we'll see you then.
See you.